Alright, so we're going to be going over some of these supplies. This is the first video that I'm doing for you guys. And I'm not a videographer, so it's not the best. But in terms of the class, we're going to need a number of supplies. And to begin with, you're going to need some sort of sketch pad, whether it's newsprint or it's the Strathmore sketch paper. If you can find newsprint pads, those are great. Also, you'll want to have a drawing pad of nicer paper. I'm getting the Strathmore 400 series. So this is kind of our working pad, and this is the nicer pad for more finished drawings later on in the semester. Any one of these kind of drawing packets that they have would work great, because there's graphite pencils, which we'll need, charcoal pencils, a nice eraser, blending stump, some comments, little notes there. They come in different varieties. This would also work just fine. It's also got a white pencil. But then also what's really important is to have vine charcoal, because this will really work for our beginning studies. And it's easy to erase, it's easy to mark, you can get really loose and gestural with it, but vine charcoal works just fine. You may want to get graphite sticks as well, and we will be needing charcoal sticks later on. But for now, a basic sketch packet, some sketching paper, nicer paper, and vine charcoal is what we'll need. You may want to get some blue artist tape to tape off your borders later on in the semester, but those are the basic supplies that we're going to need. And so we're just going to kind of go over what type of marks that these different supplies do. So first off, we're going to start with the vine charcoal. You'll see it's actually a piece of burnt wood. And it makes a really kind of loose gray line there. You can get sharper lines, you can drag it across. It's really great. Next, dragging up a 2H pencil, which is a hard lead, and we'll go into different leads. So that's 2H, which is a real thin, hard line. And this is 2B, which, as you can see, it's softer, and it really lays down a bit more graphite. And then this is our HB, which is kind of a right in between. It's literally 2HB. It lays in there, and we will be needing a 4B and a 6B pencil, which are much darker, and they can be found in, you can buy them by themselves if you want. You can buy them in a huge pack. It's up to you. But we will be needing 2, 4, 6B, and having a 2H and 2HB is also nice for sharper detail. A nice plastic eraser is always good to have for some of the subtractive stuff we'll be doing, and it just works really well across the surface of the paper. So these are the General's charcoal pencils, and essentially they are exactly what they say they are. It's charcoal, but it's got a point. You can sharpen it, and you can go from really dark to really light. You can get sharp lines, things like that. So just kind of play around on your sketch pad or newsprint with working with this. And this is the 4B charcoal pencil. And just like with graphite, they come in different softnesses. So this is the 6B. You can see it lays down even more charcoal. That's the So, pretty much the first thing you should do for this class is just to take out your materials and start to use them. Definitely use the eraser and work into some of your darks. But that is definitely the very first thing you should do with your sketch pad or newsprint. It's just bring the implements across the surface of the paper and see what their capabilities are, because we will be using all of them to the fullest. And we will eventually be using ink wash, but we'll get into that later. So that is the first activity for the class.